Ladies and gentlemen, should you get a ferret as a gift for your child? Well, let's talk about that. Now, before we begin, just something for y'all to be aware of. Not everyone or every child is suitable for a pet like a ferret. A ferret is a little more maintenance than a dog, but not terribly high maintenance. But they're still a very unique pet, and a pet that you will have a fair amount of knowledge to properly take care of and know what to do in certain situations. So first, let's talk about getting it for your child. Does your child know how to be responsible? If yes, then does your child know how to take care of a ferret? Will they get bored of it? Do you have the money to buy everything needed for a ferret? And I'll be making a video on this in about a week's time, so subscribe for that. I'll be telling you how much it actually costs to own a ferret. Now the thing is, you don't want them to get bored of it because then it's your responsibility. So are you okay with basically taking over owning the ferret if they lose interest in it? Because it would really suck if you had to rehome a ferret. Ferrets bond very deeply to their owners, and so rehoming them is not the greatest idea for them. And so basically what it winds up being at the end of the day is that if you're a parent with a younger child, you yourself are going to have to put in a lot of time with training the kid if they don't know how to properly take care of the ferret. Now for an older teenager, it might be that they already know everything and hey, they can probably do okay, but still, if you're a parent and you are trying to decide on whether or not to get a ferret for your child because they've been wanting one forever now, then just keep some of these things in mind, that you might wind up having to take care of it, that they might not be responsible, and they might get bored of them. Ferrets need at least about 3 to 4 hours outside of their cage, and their cage needs to be a Ferret Nation cage, because other cages are way too small for them and they have to be played with. They need attention. These animals are very social. And so if you think you can just buy one and just have it live in a box, no, that's how you get a very mean ferret, is by putting them in a box and not letting them out to play. Now the question comes up, do you get one as a kit or do you get one that's already a little bit grown?
So here's the situation. If you buy a ferret from Petco, it'll be about $150. They'll be a Marshall ferret and they'll be there about 8 weeks after they've been born. So you'll get them as a kit, a very young ferret. Now, if you buy one from a private breeder or from a shelter, they might be a little older, it might be a little cheaper, it might be a little more expensive, but they'll be older and generally they'll be a little better trained on ferret-to-human interactions. So you have to make the decision here. Do you want to get one from a shelter and give it a better life, or get one from a private breeder where they have had a little more human socializing and they can interact better with you and, say, your child? Or do you want to get one that is 8 weeks old that you can train and see grow up? These are all decisions you have to make, but hopefully this video has helped you, and hopefully my other videos will be helpful to you as well. I am Jacob, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.